Hello again, Mr. Y here. Welcome back to Mr. Y's Community Development Channel. Today, in this video, we'll be talking about calling 911. I know in the last video, we talked about emergency and non-emergency situations, times when you would need to call 911 for an immediate emergency, and other times where it might be an emergency, but you can handle on your own. So we're going to focus on when you would call 911 for those emergencies that are life-threatening. And I know in my lesson plans, the directions, I said to do this sheet first where you fill out your own information, but I'd like you to hold off on that because we're going to do this first. I want you to take this sheet and read along with me while I read, and then there's a sample call, and we're going to demonstrate a 911 call. So we all know what is 911. It's an emergency telephone number. It can be called from any telephone free of charge, and call operators will send either the police, firefighters, and or paramedics, depending on the nature of your emergency. So we talked a little bit in the last video, when should you call 911? You should only call 911 for any life-threatening emergency. Call 911 for a medical emergency, such as a heart attack or a stroke. Call 911 if you witness a car accident, or if you're in a car accident yourself, if there's a fire, or a crime, such as a robbery or a fight with weapons. These are emergency situations in which lives may be in danger. And then and only then would you call 911. And I know we've practiced 911 calls. We've talked about this before. It's good to review what information do I tell the 911 operator when I call. When you call, you'll be asked to state the type of your emergency, location of the emergency, your name, the address, and sometimes the phone number from which you are calling. When you do call, stay calm and tell the operator as much information as you can. And don't hang up unless the operator told you to hang up. So on the bottom of that sheet that we were just reading, there's a sample call. So we're going to do a role play of the sample call, and I want you to listen. Listen carefully. Is there anything in this first round that we do, this first call, is there anything that the operator does not ask us that they would probably ask one of the first things they would say when you call 911? So listen carefully and see if you can figure out what they don't ask.
911, state your emergency.
I was in a car accident. I need help. I cannot move my legs.
Where are you?
I'm on South Main Street near the grocery store.
Are you still in the vehicle?
Yes, I am. I can't get out. My legs are stuck.
What is the nearest cross street?
I'm not sure. There's a gas station across the street. I think it's Central Avenue.
An ambulance is on the way. Please stay on the line until they arrive.
Okay, so in that first call, is there anything that they did not ask, that the operator didn't ask me? That's right. They didn't ask for my name, which is probably one of the first things they would ask. So we're going to do it one more time, and this time it's going to be more a complete call. So listen carefully.
911, state your emergency.
I was in a car accident. I need help. I cannot move my legs.
What is your name?
My name's Matt Yanchar.
Where are you?
I'm on South Main Street near the grocery store.
Are you still in the vehicle?
Yes, I am. My legs are stuck and I can't get out of the car.
What is the nearest cross street?
I'm not sure. There's a gas station across the street. I think it's Central Avenue.
An ambulance is on the way. Please stay on the line until they arrive.
Okay, so that would be more complete call. That's what they would ask you. They would ask your name, your location, what the emergency is, close street, so that they know exactly where to go to send help. And what help do you think they would send? With a car accident, they would probably send paramedics and the police, depending on the type of emergency, and maybe even the fire department. So I want you to read through this like we just did, and then on the back there's a spot here to fill in information about 2 videos that I have assigned for you. So I want you to go to the computer, type in that address, and then they have questions for each video. Who called 911? What information did the operator ask for? Did this emergency require police, firefighters, or an ambulance? And then if there are any words or phrases you didn't understand, you can put those down. So there's 2 videos I'd like you to answer questions about. Watch those and write in your answers for the questions. And then, if there's ever an emergency at your house, You can write down, because it's always better to write down information. We've talked about that before. If you make phone calls, it's good to write down information before you make the call. It'll be easy to remember if you write down this information. So call 911 when you have an emergency. The person who answers the phone will ask you questions so they can get you the right kind of help. So here's what they would ask. What's your address? So you would fill in your house or apartment number, your street, your town or city. What is the name of the street at the nearest corner to your house? What is your phone number? And then I want you to fill in, come up with an emergency that you would need to call 911 for. So put that in there. And then just another reminder on the bottom, it says, don't hang up. Stay on the phone with the 911 operator in case they have more questions or you need more help. Don't hang up until the operator tells you to. So I want you to fill this out. I want you to do the 2 videos here and answer the questions. And then I also want you to practice. I'd like you to come up with the type of emergency that you would need to call 911 for and then practice with somebody in your house. Practice calling 911 and giving all the information that you would need so that somebody can be sent, whether it's the paramedics, fire department, or the police department. Somebody would be sent if you give the right information. So practice. I'd like you to do that and fill out those worksheets and keep working hard, keep staying safe, and I will talk to you in the next video.